So in terms of
even Epstein himself, he just sought out people like my dad that would sell, their adopted child, their actual child, or whatever. So those are the different layers of people.
Yeah. But that Trump was involved in a lot of the planning, micromanaging, filming.
Certainly the payouts.
Yeah.
Because I know that when I was offered to Trump, the excitement that was in the house from Lynn particularly was that this is going to be the big payday. We have made it up to the highest level of this thing, so to speak. Because they would sell me at a lower level to people that they knew. Not this is outside of the party, but obviously they don't have the type of money that these rich folks have, so that wasn't really a big payday, and they were nervous about taking that kind of money because they were accepting this large amount of risk for really little amount of reward, and they were excited to make it to the level of Donald Trump because I think the payday that they were supposed to get was $25,000. May have been another sum, but that's just the sum that I remember, and that may not sound like a lot, especially today, but for our less standard of living, that would have been a fairly sizable chunk of money.
And you spoke about in terms of the years, that you're about 9 to 10 years, 8 years old, until about 13. And most of the parties, there were only 3 or 4 kids there, sometimes only you.
Yes.
And it was
They
this
would
sort of the
almost
different,
always have,
yeah,
they would almost always have at least one girl there. So I'm sure that the mentality of that would be, to have a boy or a girl to choose from. And there may have been children at these parties that were in attendance that I just didn't see because I was being abused, in like a bedroom of the farmhouse or some other location. And there could have been more people there. I can't really say exactly that. You get kind of just from a standpoint of the experience, you very much just kind of lock onto your surroundings to try to stay alive. You're looking at the person that you're having this encounter with, anything that you could potentially use for a weapon, game plan, pass, stuff like that. Very much you're in survival mode. You tend to hyper-focus on just what's immediately around you. So there may have been additional things going on, but I really wasn't paying attention to those.
Okay, you spoke about the average age was like 9 to 10 years old in some cases. Layers of parties.
Adult prostitutes were there too.
Yeah.
So the younger end is 9, 10, all the way up to, young ladies, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds,
And did you ever see Andy Biggs sexually assault and torture anyone else?
No.
No.
Not that I can recall, no.
And what about Jim Jordan?
No. I remember him from that one instance. I'm not saying that he wasn't at additional, but I only remember him at the one. And I can remember a bunch of people being there, but to be honest with you, the rest of them just kind of melded together. Just a bunch of adults, kind of a crowd of people. The ones that I focused on, the ones that I remember, are the ones that seared into my brain that this person could kill me next time.
Yeah.
So I need to remember this type of deal, and that's those 3.
Yeah. And then Trump during all those years. Now, did you ever see Clarence Thomas more than once, or Lindsey Graham?
I could have, but I only remembered Lindsey because his mannerisms, particularly when he's not in the public spotlight, are very